Since the day that I met you, I knew you were special. I met you at one of the most stressful times in my life when I was interviewing for UNC for a professor position. When I got finished with my talk and I think everything went well, and we had finished with the Q&A, you intercepted me right before I left the room, and you asked me privately if I had considered. For many years, we got triangulated between Indiana, Arizona, and North Carolina with almost misses. We had to wait for the right time for our paths to cross. We went from being colleagues to friends to partners in life. We had to be very patient for our relationship to work, but it was all worth it. You are the love of my life. Alexis, you are beautiful, stunning. I cannot take my eyes off you. You are the smartest person that I know. You know about everything in academics and life. I promise to bring your candy to bed every morning when you wake up, just like how I do until today, just so that you can enjoy the sweetness of life. I promise to continue as a partner to be more patient and understanding, be a better listener, and learn to be more vulnerable. I promise to approach disagreement with a compromising attitude, to understand your side and recognize and apologize when I'm wrong. I promise to build a household together that is full of love and respect, where we sing loudly and then silly, watch some sports and do some art, and we take care and support each other. And I promise to take care of you and continue loving you just like now until the end of time.
I got to know you first as a colleague, then as a friend. As I learned more about you, I realized we had similar values and approached life in the same way. Somehow, I quickly knew that you would always be a part of my life, even before I knew that you would become the most important thing in my life. Because our careers dictate so much of how our lives take shape, naturally, we had to discuss our 5-year plan before we had even been on a proper date. Perhaps to some, that is not very romantic sounding, but for me it was. There you were, totally prepared to talk about the logistics of distance and uncertainty and potential awkwardness if things went awry. As we laid all the considerations out, we found that we were both all in. There are many things I love about you, Oscar. I love that you are consistent and dependable. I love that you are grounded and focused. I love that you are humble, but it's still able to take pride in all of your accomplishments. I love that you see through other people's posturing. And I love that you always stop by the grocery store from deep. But the thing that has been the most important to me is how you are always there for me. When I have a win, you are there to hype me up. When I feel I have failed, you are there to comfort me and make sure I'm not too hard on myself. Seeing myself through your eyes has made me believe in myself more than I ever could before. In our relationship, we built a comfortable place for each other that isn't tied to any physical space in particular. I have always felt safe with you. Safe to be myself, safe to share my biggest regrets and proudest moments, no matter how trivial.